Hey welcome to another quick channel update video. I guess this is now a new monthly tradition. I did one last month and now I'm doing this one for June just before July, which is kind of crazy to think there's almost already July. So I'm going to run down a couple things with GSS, Firecracker Week, my future of NR and all that stuff. Now if you've been following me on Discord, you probably would have known I was in Los Angeles last week with my family. And generally speaking, it was a pretty fun time. We mostly stayed in the sort of Hollywood Boulevard area. We also explored parts like Santa Monica, Beverly Hills a little bit, downtown LA. I'm going to just say downtown LA is an interesting place to say the least. That's all I'll say. And of course, the highlight being Universal Studios. By the way, Mummy and Jurassic and also the Studio Tour are my favorite rides. Those are fantastic rides, but that's besides the point. I had a good time. First time out on the West Coast. That's most west I've ever been in the United States, which is pretty cool. And as you know, like long trips, especially like that, it does take a little bit to recover. Which kind of leads me to my second topic. Golf Summer Series. If you remember, I originally scheduled Papyrus this past Monday, then I delayed it to Tuesday due to an audio issue, and I haven't told anyone since. You'll be asking what's going on with that race. So I was contemplating over the past day or so what I wanted to do with Papyrus. Should I just release it on Wednesday and Thursday, just get it over with, or just do Firecracker Week first? And I'm decided to do that latter option, just because Firecracker Week is one of the biggest and probably most important times for this channel. Last year, Firecracker Week was, up until this year's Armory Digital Race, was one of the most successful times for the channel. And all of y'all seem to love it, and since I love the 4th of July so much, I want to put Firecracker Week first and foremost. I mean, the Firecracker Week for us is essentially our Super Bowl or Daytona 500, and I want to make it the best it could possibly be, and it does unfortunately take priority than a race like Papyrus or whatnot. So I'm going to continue Firecracker Week as planned. I'm hoping like maybe 2 days after the 400, I upload Papyrus. Because truth be told, the video is for the most part done. Like I got the race film, I got it all pieced together in order. I got the graphics done. With this delay, I have to probably redo some, but that's not that big of a deal. But the biggest thing that's missing currently is the commentary, and truth be told, that's really been the driving force of a lot of these GSS delays as of late. Just because I kind of feel intimidated by the commentary, especially with all the past couple races I've made, like the Chicagoland, Talladega, Daytona coming up, Darlington, the fall, pretty much any crown jewel, really. Those races can last anywhere between the high 30s or upper 50 minutes. Honestly, I won't be surprised in the near future if I have an hour-long race. Because even though I'm trying to shorten these races down, the crown jewels just keep getting on longer, seemingly. And it kind of intimidates me, and not to mention, too, I'm still trying to recover from a long senior year in school or whatnot, and that really took a toll on me as well. And now, here's just a quick rundown, hopefully, there'll be graphics on the screen of the upcoming GSS races. Of course, Daytona will be race number 8, 2 back-to-back Super Speedways and Crown Jewels. That's never happened before, but here we are now. Papyrus will be race 9, and then after that would be the as-planned July lineup, Eldora, Montreal, Myrtle Beach, Atlanta, etc. All that would be unchanged. It's just that Papyrus will now be a July date, and obviously, if you remember on the Discord, I did say Rockingham will be an August date in between Bristol and Watkins Glen. As for Firecracker Week, I originally announced that it was going to start yesterday on Wednesday, with the practice and qualifying being on that day. However, obviously that didn't happen. I'm going to have the practice and qualifying for both the Showdown and the Firecracker today. So by the time you're watching this, I might be starting to stream here soon. So it's definitely pretty exciting. But everything else for Firecracker Week is going to remain as planned. Qualifying will be on Friday. I've got all that film, and I just need to edit it and commentate that. Pepsi's Showdown Saturday, and of course the Firecracker 400 on Monday on 4th of July. Hopefully, I swear, I'm hoping everything will be fine. If those races get delayed, I don't know, I'll probably eat like a hot chili pepper or something. I don't know. And the last thing I want to talk about today is my future of NR 2003. Of course, as pretty much everybody knows at this point, this is, of course, the final season of the Golf Summer Series. And I did say in that original info video back in February that this wouldn't necessarily mean that I'm done with NR completely. So ever since I said that back in the info stream in February, I've been thinking really hard and in the back of my mind of what I want to do with NR after GSS. And after just sort of reflecting of my future, all these delays, my overall enjoyment of making the races, I decided to sort of take like a 6 to 8 month break from NR after GSS. And I mainly came to this conclusion just because I kind of need some time away from NR. I've been doing I've been associated with this game for such a long time at this point. I mean, of course, I've been the series for 2.5 years at this point, doing the series for the past 2.5 years. But even before that, when I was just painting for other leagues and signing up for other leagues, I started doing that almost 5 years ago. And I really haven't had a break from NR ever since. Even during the time between other series, like in between summer series and in between winter, in the back, I was still always planning out NR races. Like in the case of last year, after the GSS finale, even before the GSS finale, I was planning out HWRL, this year's summer series, and I see some time away from it because I feel like the more time goes on without me taking a break from the game, the more I go frustrated and maybe even quit the game. That's what happened with me before I started YouTube with other games like Minecraft, GTA, Five Nights at Freddy's. Those are some of the games I almost exclusively played back in the day, but eventually I grew tired of them, and because I kept playing them on, and eventually either stopped playing them entirely or don't play them nearly as much like I used to. And I don't want to do that for NR because I really enjoy the community, enjoy painting for people, but I don't want to make it feel like some sort of a chore or something. Now, what do I really mean by this 6 to 8 month break? It's going to be mostly focused on series and like NR videos for me. So don't expect any HWRL unfortunately this winter. I may still make the Madhouse Classic just because it still gets good views and whatnot. It doesn't take too long for me to make. And I'm also thinking of making like a 20th anniversary race for NR's 20th anniversary next year or whatnot. But during that time frame, don't expect any sort of mini-series or any sort of big NR project during that time frame. Now, what about after the 6 to 8 month break? Honestly, I don't know. I have honestly no idea. I have I don't really have anything concrete planned at the moment. I would say that the only thing that's even in my mind about after the 6 to 8 month break is like a HWRL type series in the summer, kind of like a replacement for GSS or whatnot. But that's nothing. But again, nothing is concrete at the moment. It's just an idea. It's just merely an idea at this point. I haven't planned anything out at all for that idea, so please don't start speculating on what's going to be, on what the mod is, on all that stuff. It's merely an idea that nothing written down for, pretty much. But anyways, y'all, thank you guys for watching this update. It might be longer than the last one, but still, thank you all for watching. I do apologize, of course, for all these delays. I hope to God, finally, I can get these on time. We can get this series back on track. And one last summer with a bang.